dark chocolate. Actually, it's double dark chocolate Milano.
And we're live.
You want a cookie, Max?
Stop tempting me. Greetings, everybody. We are Original Box Set, and tonight we are going to be bringing you the 7th episode of the Magic Shop.
Has it already been 7 episodes?
We have been at this game for 7 episodes.
Oh, man.
That doesn't... The 0th episode was character creation.
Oh, right.
There was an episode of magic item finding.
Yeah.
And character kind of delving and whatnot. So I'm Max the Game Master, and here are my players. And their characters. Cassie, who's playing Zarkosa.
Hello.
Sarah, who's playing Katinka.
Hello.
Evan, who's playing Varianlin.
Hello. Can I have a cookie?
Yes.
We'll drop ship it.
And
yeah.
Starlord, who is playing Theo.
Hello.
Alright. They're playing Retrievers for the Magic Shop, and it's from Sigil. So if you know any lore and stuff like that, Sigil, cool place, visit there. Don't piss off the ladies with blades coming out of their heads. And they might be on the last leg of their journey. They have allied themselves with Desitins of the dungeon in hopes to get items that they were sent to repossess. While down here, they have made a new ally, a knight in rusted armor. They've aligned themselves with a Zorn. And they've made a contract between themselves and a demon.
Yay!
It is a demon. Okay.
Luckily, I mean, did anybody ever make their Planes knowledge roll?
No.
I didn't think so. So as far as
I did check. You said it was a demon.
Yeah. So
because you said that he was more chaotic than a devil would be.
yes. And the demon, luckily enough, knows where two of the items are. One in his possession, and 2 in the possession of the trash monster. And so we're picking up where it's like the Cookie Monster just for trash. Unfortunately, it gets to decide what is and isn't trash, and that, can pretty much be
anyone.
No.
Yes.
I'm trash.
So, I'm going to open my documents that I forgot to do, because that's important.
Oh, no.
Why would you forget such an important thing?
Because without it, I will not have the monster stats.
How dare you? I mean, we're just gonna, set it on fire.
I know.
Trash
Isn't
fire.
the thing that it has, make it fire and lightning resistant?
If it's wearing it.
I have a black screen, by the way.
Oh, I will fix that. If everyone else has a black screen, just hang out for a second. That should have fixed it. Let's check.
Yeah.
Let's check over here on the stream. Stream looks good. You guys can see everything. Radio, can you hear us okay out there in TV land?
Hopefully. I mean, our thing is moving, so that's a good sign.
Yes, I made sure to go ahead and get the microphone set up since there was a bunch of moving this week. Alrighty
You can
then.
hear us in TV land.
Yay!
Yay! And Radio had a really good suggestion. If you guys did not see, Radio suggests Larry taking out a loan from the Magic Shop.
Oh, that sounds great.
If for those of you who don't tune in, we hang out on another channel called the Shadowcasters Network, and we run our game over there called the Shattered Isles. My wife Cassie and I are the co-GMs, and we have 2 players, John, her brother, and Paige, not her brother.
Very important distinction.
Very important distinction. And check it out. We'll give you some links for it later, but for right now, we're going to pick up where we are leaving off with at the door leading to the trash monster.
No.
So, there's no initiative at this point in time. We're going to go by... The person who gets to go first is the tallest.
So, me.
Oh, no, in-game.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm pretty tall, but I think that the knight's probably taller.
Well, This demon said we must rush in. Make haste. And I opened the door.
We didn't say it was trapped. Oh god.
No, we checked. We checked.
Okay. Oh, did we?
I shall reiterate what the demon said. He said, and I quote, "This door is trapped, and I have failed many a times to disarm it. But I leave the trap there to keep the trash monster on the other side." And of course he was prodded and said, "Well, disarm it." He said, "I cannot, because that's not in my contract."
Yeah.
I have amnesia. Okay.
Perfectly fine.
Although technically our contract did state for him to get us to the item, and since the item's through the door, he has to get us through the door.
He has to assist.
Sure.
And he said he would get us there safely.
He's assisted as much as he possibly can. I mean, you could start splitting the hairs, but if he can't physically open the door, the only other alternative for him to hold the contract would be what? Put himself in danger?
Yeah.
Is that what you guys want him to do?
No.
No.
I mean, I don't care.
Yeah, maybe, sure.
I mean, if he doesn't, he doesn't. We have people that can open the door, so I'm not worried.
Anyways, tall man,
Tall man,
you're first.
are you gonna set off the trap?
No. I have it. I have loss of memory, but my allies reminded me that it's locked. So I'll step aside and be like, "Well, have at the lock."
All right.
Excellent.
So this is a chance, and the reason I picked tallest to shortest is because it gives a chance for you two guys to do something, and then Katinka's going to go, because I think Katinka is probably taller than Evan's character, Very Enlin. I don't know.
Hey, I'm 3'4", okay?
I'm only 3 foot.
So good. Then I planned it out right. You're going to be last. So this gives you a chance to role play. And the large metal man reaches out for the door and he's like, "Oh wait, it's trapped." Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And the demon smiles and he grabs his little barbed goatee and says, "Lightning would fry you."
It's just lightning.
That seems very unpleasant.
All right, Zarkosa.
I am curious. Has my eagle splendor dissipated yet?
No,
Okay.
because he led you guys right here. If it hasn't, it's probably been at most 5 minutes. Because
Okay.
he did not stop and dawdle and play with things like you guys did. He just walked all the way over here. And then you guys proceeded to fireball. Because I think that lasted 7 minutes per level. Or 7 minutes in total because of your level.
Okay.
So you probably got about 2 minutes left of it. And you fireballed your way through the toxic sludge room.
Yes. And it did that. It was
Yeah.
very, very good. And let's see. I'm trying to double check and make sure if there's anything that. Oh,
You do have
I
that.
do have that. I think I am. I think it won't solve the trap problem, but it will solve the other problem. But does it just unlock it or does it open it?
It opens the door. It bashes it open.
Oh.
So it will unstick a door.
Oh,
So if you're a wizard who's not strong enough to open a door, knock spell is the one you use.
right.
Oh, good idea.
So, well, I mean,
Also, this door slides down and not in and out, and knock spell does not push up; it pushes back.
okay.
So you will be destroying the door.
I mean, do we need the door?
I don't know. That's
No.
your call.
I don't feel like
We don't need the door.
Everyone, step back! I have this under control.
All right. Zarkosa cackles. Theo, do you want to back up?
Yeah, I'm going to back up.
Where did Katinka go? Oh, there she is. She ran all the way down the hallway. Make sure the audience can see that she ran all the way down the hallway.
I've seen this spell in action. You guys better move.
I'm going
I'm
to
just saying.
stand at the maximum range just in case it, the lightning extends.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a look and see what the maximum range for a knock spell is.
I don't
After
know.
the fireball incident, getting blasted by the door, I'm gonna just step back a little more.
Yeah, man. This one time, one of the people back at the shop were taking too long in the bathroom, and she like blew the door off. It was
The bathroom.
insane. Yes, the bathroom just, and then she was like, "Now you won't take so long in the bathroom next time."
That's invading somebody's privacy. You don't know what they've eaten last night.
Oh yeah, you can get way down
Okay,
the hallway.
yes.
I'm just saying.
You
I'm
need
not
that
saying there was
lightning.
logic behind it.
I feel bad for that poor sap.
So if you're 120 feet away, at least the lightning won't hit you.
Yeah, and and if it's a line, it would be a straight line, and I'm pretty sure it would just like hit the back of the thing. But I am gonna stand really quite far away. So
if you stand about here
So back me
and then
up.
like curveball it around the corner, you get what I mean. If you stand here and you're gonna throw the knock around the corner, hit the door, the lightning's just gonna go in a straight line.
that's the thought.
I mean, that's how spells work. They travel in straight lines, spheres, and stuff. They're very geometrically aligned.
And
Can I tell
fireballs are
which
totally
which
they totally
wall has
explode
been
in the
hit
square.
by a lightning bolt?
You can. It is definitely. I'm going to ping it so everybody can see when I swap over. This is the wall that is scorched.
Okay, good. Then yes, I will do that. I'm going to step back as far as I can, and then fling my knock spell.
All right. Now, if I remember, it gets a save if it is magically locked. Otherwise, there is no saving throw. No, I apologize. There is no saving throw. But what it will do is, if thus the door is barred, held, or quadruply locked, opening it requires 2 knock. Okay. It's gonna
Verbal
blow the-
requirements. Knock knock joke.
All right. You move around a little bit, and you gracefully lean out so that your fingers can make the correct gesture.
Yes.
You pinch your middle finger and thumb and press them hard together, bringing your index fingers and ring fingers together, creating a specialized symbol that you then flick into the air and make a punching gesture. A massive phantasmal force shaped like a... It would be like this. A massive phantasmal force then leaps from the air, shaped like your beautiful hand, even ornated with the rings that you wear, and then flies around the corner and devastates into the door. Splinters fly in all directions, but the burst of bright lightning. Everybody make a reflex check to cover your eyes.
Okay.
As the doors getting demolished.
I got a 10.
It is a 9d6 lightning bolt flies into the hallway.
29.
You cover your eyes.
I got a 5.
You do not cover your eyes.
Yes.
Does his visor hit though?
You know what? We'll give you a +2 with your visor. You're still like, wow. All right, what did you get?
I got a 10.
You got a 10. Yeah, you were not looking away for that moment.
No, I wanted to see my handiwork in action.
You guys are now
So
Handiwork.
grossly incandescent.
you guys are now plagued by tiny little floating colored lights in your eye right now. You know your vision. You know, they kind of make you blink a bunch.
Excellent.
The smell of burnt wood, cinders, bits of char falling to the ground at this point in time, as some of the wood got caught in the bolt of lightning. Make a perception check. Sarah.
Not me.
Yes.
Nobody can make a perception check but Sarah.
Okay.
Also, Evan isn't with us. He just had loss of power. So he will be back shortly.
It's not protect. It's spot, right?
Yes, it is Spot.
24.
24. You see that the ruin that was marking the door and the side of the door hinge and whatnot blew off too, landed on the ground, and fucking reset.
Ah!
What?
There's a chunk of stone laying on the ground right about here.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh. So, what was the trigger? Like,
You have no idea.
ugh. Guys, there's the rune chunk on the floor, and it reset.
Well, that doesn't seem too good.
I mean, it's over in the corner.
Can someone disarm it? You know, that spoon thing you do.
I suppose.
Then I'm gonna step back and let Katinka. Oh wait,
Spoon the trap.
is the door open though?
Yeah.
Yeah, the door's gone.
Well, if the door's gone and that thing's coming towards us, if it comes towards us, it's gonna get over that rune and get electrocuted. We should back up and see what happens.
Do you want to risk waking the trash monster, or do you want to sneak past him?
It's already awake, and that's the thing we need to kill. And if it kills itself on a lightning bolt, that's easier for us.
Do you think it would fit through the door?
If it slept through the big explosion that just happened and then the lightning that happened, we won't have to sneak. Just saying.
True. Will I fit over it?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
the chunk of rock is probably about a 1 pound chunk of granite stone with carvings into it. So,
alright.
knowledge engineering, knowledge arcana, or you can roll a disabled device roll to kind of educate yourself and be less fearful of this trap.
Ooh. I want to
Okay.
roll a disabled device to learn about the trap. That
Roll a
is...
2. I'm very sketched out about this trap.
Come on, brain. 27.
You hypothesize that the trap, it might have reset its trigger mechanism, which means that's free stuff. It might not go off as somebody touches it. It had some sort of mechanism to go off, but whatever it is, if it's no longer attached to that and it's reset, that's kind of like a pre-laid trap, almost like a landmine. If you walk up and touch it, and you don't know what you're doing.
Like a trash monster.
Well, then.
Do you say that to everyone?
Maybe.
You're closest to the entranceway as everybody's having this conversation and still enjoying the dancing lights in your eyeballs. You can hear what sounds like stuff falling. Something crashes from the room.
Okay.
Like maybe it sounded like a piece of wood or metal crash, like ka-toonk, crash, pa-clunk, ka-sploosh.
Is it getting closer?
No.
Oh, okay.
You recognize what you think is the sound of debris falling.
Okay.
Because it was just a massive boom right there. There might have been an explosion that knocked things around.
Oh, yes. There might have been.
But you won't know until you walk around the corner and look.
I can wait.
You can wait. All right. Waiting.
yes.
Who are we waiting on?
I am waiting to see what they're doing and also to see if this trash monster is going to come out that door.
All right. Katinka. Very Inland is not here, so you are now the shortest person on the list.
I guess. So if I... Sorry. If I pick up... I can pick up the rune.
Yes, you've already succeeded a disable device trap.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to have a trigger.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you about landmines. It's a device that is set and designed to go off when something happens to it, like a trap. But one of the most important things is it has to be set. You can take off the set mechanism off of a landmine. Sometimes they're a push device, sometimes they're a pin that needs to be pulled, or the pin needs to be put back. And so basically, the set device has been removed. So you have a diffused landmine right here.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you can't wheel it around and scare the fuck out of people. That's
true.
Or not do that, because that would be not a nice thing for a pixie to do.
Who said I was a nice pixie? That's true. Well, then I will go and collect said rune.
Are you visible for others to see you?
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, so you see Katinka to fly. She flies up and picks up the rune.
Oh,
She uses the spoon to drag it closer to her. She's not getting in front of that door, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I
Right?
was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't get.
As you're
no.
scraping it, you look just out of your peripheral view to watch. The room to your left is kind of large in both volume, but there seems to be a lot of crap around from what you can see from the dim light. Now, you don't have a light source at this point in time, which is wise for something that's invisible. But as you move the rune around, the light from the rune shines into the room, just barely much so, that you can see that the room, by best description, is coated with something, as if something just got blown to pieces. Shit is dripping from the ceiling and running down the walls.
Gross.
You grab the spoon, immediately knock the rock over to you, pick it up. The energy, the warmth of the lightning runs through it and through you just a little bit, and sparky and whatnot. And then it turns itself off.
Excellent.
As you adjust it, you like play with the magic for a moment. And you want to stick it in your bag, hand it off, throw it at something, see if it makes a plunk sound in the room.
I'll stick it in my bag and then like go, guys, there's gross stuff dripping off the walls now. It's real nasty.
Oh, well. Maybe...
From the door?
Maybe we killed it already.
I don't know, but it's really gross, and I don't know.
Congratulations, you've killed the trash monster!
I'm gonna check it out. Yep, I'm gonna be right in front of it.
Now, you dropped your lantern some time ago, so you have actually no light source.
Dancing lights is what's happening.
All right, so you move up, and you're going to add dancing lights into the room.
Into the room.
All right, so let me scroll over to another location and grab something that's glowing, because I don't want to have to do another one. Okay, there we go. Where is the tiny dragons?
You deleted them, I thought.
No, I had one in reserve. All right, well, never mind. I'll make a new one. We're going to use this one. All right, I'm going to plop it here. And then I'm going to modify its stats so it lights up. And it's a skull. No, it is not his skull. It is just, I'm using a skull.
It's an alien skull.
How far can they get from you again?
Some distance.
All right. Let me remove this door.
And honestly, you can just keep it just as one, because, like, it's too complicated to just make a bunch of them.
Also, sorry if I'm a little quiet. I'm making some notes here.
That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. So you're going to send this sucker into the room?
I am.
All right.
It should be a pretty bright light, though.
It is. Once it gets in the room, it'll be brighter. All right. So let's send it into the room. And we're going to plop it here. Why? Oh, yes. So this is what you can see now that it's in the room and lit. We'll make it brighter because that's not really that bright.
Plus, there's like 4 of them, so...
We'll do that. That'll make it brighter. Bam. That's brighter. Alright, so there is no items in this room, so I haven't added content for the viewers to see because there's a lot going on in this room. So I'm going to use the magic marker here. I call him Mortimer. Okay. Anyways. Come on. There we go. These lines that I'm drawing here represent the location for stairs. Since apparently I don't know how to draw lines, let's just use the polygon ones. There we go. 1, 2. So as the door enters, the stairs go down. There seems to be a sea of some sort of fluid that's kind of undulating gently back and forth. Across the top of this fluid, you see debris from the door, old old pieces of furniture like chairs, boxes, offal from gosh only knows where. Click on the arrow thingy. There you go, right there. And bits of furniture and whatnot scattered about the area. And they create like a layer of trash on top of this fluid. So we've all seen Star Wars, right?
Oh
Or
no.
the trash compactor scene. But there's no massive things jutting out like poles and iron bars and stuff. It's all a level of trash floating on it. And there definitely looks to be a layer of trash underneath. Let's add to that the area, and I'm going to use the marker to the distance marker. The area here and into the darkness along the walls and the ceiling are particularly covered in what seems to be a goo. And there's trash even in this goo that is all along the walls and the ceiling as if something exploded, being blown backwards. On the far side of the room, which you guys can barely see, there is a wall, and in the darkness, it has a slight glint to it as well. Of course, the game mechanics, this program's mechanics, won't allow me to put a glinting wall in the darkness. But yeah, there you go.
Gross.
By the holy light, this place is filthy.
All right. Now, as you get closer to the door, it's a Fortitude 12 versus the stench. Failure to do so, you become nauseated.
Oh no!
Oh, I did it.
Awesome, you're not nauseated.
I'm sorry, what was the DC?
12.
I got 11.
I got 11.
All right. You guys walk toward the door. Oh, sorry, Theo, what did you get?
I got a 12.
All right, you're fine.
I'm more than fine, strangely.
Because he's choking it back because vomiting in armor is terrible.
Yeah.
You guys, on the other hand, are nauseated, which occurs some penalties, but for the most part, it's oh. You have a quick chance to cover your mouth, like oh gosh, no. All right.
Smells worse than when I worked as a stable boy. Ooh.
So moving from shortest to tallest, Katinka, what would you like to do? Oh,
Try not to throw up.
Need to move Randy back up.
Well, I guess I'll turn invisible and then go in and scout around. See what I can see. Bloop. This place is really gross.
All right, you move in, and the whole area, like I said, has these like step downs. You can definitely see this as some sort of cistern to an old sewer. There are gratings that are filled with dirt in several different places along the ceiling. So either time or cave-in or something, or current residents of the castle above have filled it in. But lots. So as you get to this point, you kind of feel you don't want to go farther because that goo is dripping from the ceiling. I don't know how you feel about dodging goo balls.
I mean, I probably could.
Okay. What's your AC?
33.
All right, so you want to float in and try to dodge some goo balls?
Sure.
All right. So nauseated and dodging goo balls, move yourself through the room as far as you want to go in. Oh, no, I roll to attack. That's how that represents dodging things.
Okay. Whoop. Where were the stairs supposed to be?
The blue lines that I drew on the map.
Like right here at the door?
Yep, that's it. Those are the stairs going down. The rest of the room is below mucky levels.
Ah. But there's like... Hold on. Very inland!
All right, so
Yes.
you're not going in.
Yeah, I'm not going in.
All right.
What does the map say? Or what does the scroll say?
While nauseated, can I take a standard action to check the map?
I think the only thing you could do is move.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of look at the paper and it's all
like
wobbly.
Either or.
No, nauseated, you can only make moves.
Varianlin will start to walk away from the door in hopes of getting to fresher air.
All right. So as you're hollering after him, he does not. He's just nope, nope, nope. He's got the scroll in hand and walking away, waving his face. This stink must be bad. It's by the ground. You're not getting this.
I guess, yeah.
You're just like, ooh, keep my head above it.
Definitely.
All right. Next tallest person.
I think that would be me.
That would be you.
Yeah. I'm going to step in, avoid any slimy spots on the floor,
Right.
because I don't want to get my willies wet.
It definitely looks like there was a massive amount of slime here that's now covered in wood. So you really get the feeling Trash Monster was right behind the door when you went and the trap exploded.
Alright, I'm gonna do my detect magic.
All right. Bam, you cast Detect Magic. There is magic in this room, other than yourself. And the next round we'll start honing in on it.
Yeah, and
All right.
meanwhile I'm gonna pay attention to the surroundings, because if there was a monster, I don't see it yet. So I'm
Spot check at a -2 because of your flashy bits in your eyeballs.
What is spot on?
Wisdom is spot.
Okay, just checking. 2.
You got a 2. So you walk in the room, you start casting your spell, the dancing lights are bright, the hand magic is bright, and you're like, oh, I can't see anything that's going on. All right. Then the tallest of the tall.
All right.
Two little ones are having, one's yelling at the other one, but it's disappeared, and that one seems to still be sick. And the scaled one has gone in and begun waving her hands about. The demon has approached the door incredibly slowly. Like, not even at the rate you guys have been moving up to it. Like, he's got his weapons out, and he's, like, inching, like...
Alright, as when I look in, you said there's goop on the ceiling?
And the walls and stuff on the ceiling.
There's goo everywhere.
Okay. Is it blocking the path, or can you directly go in?
You can walk in, and then you can go down the stairs and into the muck.
Alright. Take a deep breath. Steel your resolve. I step in.
Alright. You begin wading into the muck and mire.
Oh my god.
Pushing back debris, bits of wood and whatnot, you move in. You can feel the water squish into your armor
I'm
at this
really
point in
concerned
time.
for this person.
As you begin looking around, you notice not too far that the water's depth, the steps as you go down, gets to your knee. Then you take another 2 steps and it's at your thigh, and you see that the water must go deeper, but now you'll be going into some hip action. Do you want to continue or stay where you're at?
Can I go around? See if it's the same level.
You get to a point which you find the edge of the steps. So if you step, you don't know how far you're going to go in.
Oh, the steps.
So the steps literally are here. Freehand drawn. This is where the steps are. And so if you step off the side, you don't know how deep it is.
Alright, it looks like there's steps going down. I don't know how deep it goes, but I'll try and see. And I move more into the muck.
Nope, that's poop water.
No.
That's poop water.
All right.
That's poop water.
I never want to get. I don't want it to get above my chest.
All right, not above your chest. So like below your nipples or above your nipples?
Below nipples.
Fair enough. I'm gonna roll a 20 to see if you get hit by drippy bits.
All right.
No, you
Yes,
don't.
no drippy bits.
They're coming down, but they haven't hit you or anything like that. And so you're wandering in. When you reach what you think is the bottom, it is just above where your navel is. And so that's how deep the water is throughout this entire room. And you think you see a sword in the water.
A sword? What?
A sword in the water. About another 15 feet in. The only reason you see that is it looks like it's blade down, and the light from the floating magical blast of light that she put in the room, the metal is reflecting off of it. The muck and the mire, it does not seem to have terribly corroded it.
So it's a pristine blade 15 feet out.
15 feet from your location, sir.
Okay,
Which
what
would
would
be
that
about
look? Okay.
here.
Right. What's the skull again? Remind me.
Dancing light spell. It's 4 little glowing orbs that are prancing around themselves. You
Okay,
still have
thank God.
action left if you want to head forward toward the sword.
I just look around and it's like, I show him like, it's about this deep. I don't know how the small man's getting through. But I see a sword in there. I feel like I don't know. Should I approach it? Can I make a Can I look around to see if there's anything?
Yeah, what do you want to look around for? Do you want to like look for something hidden or look for another item or
Dangers.
something? What's that?
Dangers. Any? I said dangers. I just said it.
Okay, sure.
Monsters waiting to pounce if I get close.
Right, I mean, makes sense.
Shifts in the water, shifts in the trash, kind of deal.
I don't have a book over here. It's under there.
Like in the Star Wars scene
Right,
where
yeah,
like
no,
they
water,
see
by the way,
like
the water is kind of like slosh. So go ahead and make your spot.
Okay. My bonus is that would be a 5.
Awesome. You've been looking around. The water moves as if it's just water that's been recklessly pushed or something. Nothing that shows like motion. You would know like a shark coming through the water or something. You have that knowledge, but nothing that you see indicates that. Like something darting under the water level. You feel safe.
I look back. Well, I don't see any point staying in here longer. I'm going to start slowly moving in past the lights.
All right.
Are you coming?
All right. Are you going all the way to the sword that you can see?
I'm going to wait till they suck it up and come a little closer so I'm not like 15 feet out in front of them.
All right. So your nerves are steeled, but you're still worried. I get it. This is a strange room. Your armor's filled with mucky stuff, and you're unsure if there's a danger. Because we already know that very inland could not detect this thing. Whatever this trash monster was.
It could be far away or very close and powerful.
That's right. At this point in time, Randy will move up to the door, and it's just like he is... And I would describe it as like a shock. His eyes are wide and dilated. He has his Gersum in hand, shield, the crystal shield, by the way, and blade ready. And he is like hunkered down, and he's looking around. And he has like a shocked look on his face, like... And then he's looking up at the walls and the ceiling and the floor. And then he looks over to you, who you're focusing. He's like... It's everywhere. And then he takes his Gersum and he pushes a bit of the wood and drags the slime back and pushes and goes, "You killed it."
Did I?
The slime was the trash monster?
Aye. And then he starts looking around at the mess, because if you can imagine... Whatever the trash monster was, it exploded on the other side. So all that drippy bits down, Randy's confirming that was the trash monster.
That's gross.
Could I go to the wall and kind of poke the slime?
With what?
With my pick. And just
sure.
Kinda...
There's also debris in here with you. You don't actually have to utilize an item, but
okay,
pick out
just like a wooden plank or something.
Too late. I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I said too late. I'm sorry. You pull your pick out and you scrape some of the slimy stuff off, and it's now on your pick.
Gross.
Oh, it's not moving. Is it moving at all?
As you start staring at it, you think it's jiggling.
I start.
Make a more in-depth spot check on your turn. But it's not your turn now, is it?
Okay, yeah.
All right,
Before
who's
you
next?
right before you said that, I was going to head back. Dang it.
I can look it up online, or you can hand me the monster manual.
Oh, is that where it's at?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's in that monster manual. All right. So, let's go from oldest to youngest as far as it goes for the adventurers now. Who is the oldest adventurer? I'm having fun going this different order. It just
Probably the knight, I would say.
Probably me by a
He's
long
been
shot.
there for a long time.
well, I know his true age. So, Very Inland, how old is your character?
I believe he's just entered adult.
So he's like in his 40s. So you're young. Katinka.
Around there. Yeah.
Oh, how old am I?
Yeah.
3.
Okay. You're going fast.
You're 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, they live for like
Fair.
12 years.
Yeah, fairies have very short,
Oh.
like pixies are, yeah, they die in like 15 years.
No wonder why they always try and have fun.
Exactly.
They don't have long.
About the magic shop. I'm probably a good, like, 200 at this point, maybe.
Okay, so the
You're
oldest.
200 years old.
Theo is still the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Theo, you get to go again. So you take your pick and you rake it off. Make that spot check as you're staring at the goo on the end of your pick.
All right, I got a 19.
Wow. All right. As you're doing so, it jiggles, and you kind of jiggle around, and you look, and you're looking at the goo on the wall, and you notice all the goo on the wall is doing something that water doesn't do. It's going up. And goo that's on top of the water is also going up onto the wall. And as your eyes begin following everything, you notice that there's now a sizable layer of slimy material on the ceiling above you. No,
trash monster.
Move yourself back over to the skull. You can't get out of the pool just yet. Get back in the pool.
No. Or, so I have an action right now.
Yes, your standard action was the spot. Now you have a move action.
All right, but everyone, the trash monster's still alive. It's gathering on the ceiling, and I'm gonna move my 30 feet back.
All right.
Or
Oh no, you don't get. It's difficult terrain, so your movement's only 15. Gets cut in half. But you're in full
Okay.
armor, so your movement's actually 10.
I can't find it.
No. Okay, let me help. All right, so
each square is 5 feet, right?
that is correct. And because the armor you wear, your movement is reduced down to 10.
And
Right.
you're in poop water.
And so it gets cut in half again.
Poop water.
Gross.
Tasty.
Ugh, don't put it in your mouth. That's how you get dysentery. This isn't Oregon Trail.
You've never tried poop water?
I'm looking for V for vermin. We'll just look it up online. Because that's going to be easier. So we come here. Come here.
Come here.
There it is.
There we go. We have your stats.
Alright, except it's huge.
This one.
Mhm.
That's the one you got?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Incredible.
And it's the fiendish one, too. So.
Yep, that's all this guy right here. All right. So, Zarkosa, you're next. You are detecting magic now, and the source of the magic, it's some in the water and some on the ceiling. And after what he says, you look up, you can see the draconic helm, and it is in a puddle of slime, and itself is rolling across the ceiling. As you notice, the trash that is in the slime is also moving. So trash is moving up the walls, trash is moving across the ceiling. The thing is coalescing.
It is not dead. Not dead.
It is very not much dead.
See, how long does this last? I don't understand how to read these stupid things.
You go back to the first one.
Oh, okay.
Because
You just see me like those little like hurried like wades through the water where like you're just hopping. You just see me above the water like.
Yeah, I figures I have a necklace of fireballs.
You just hear the sloshing of the water inside the armor too.
Gross. Poop water. So,
So I am I'm going to summon something that I think might help in this in this environment.
oh yeah.
Yeah. That works. So I make sure that I step back and I start using the summoning spell, and it's you Theo, you definitely get some distinct evil energy coming off of this. Even like the magical trails of my fingers are in red, and and just like my eyes kind of glow in this almost like fiendish way. As I summon, use my Summon Monster 3 spell for a very large creature.
I'm just saying which way looks better. This way looks better. Where do you want to put it?
Is that huge?
Yeah, the space reaching is 15 foot.
Nice.
Right down.
Excellent.
And has a 10-foot reach.
So yes, so I summon a giant, a huge-sized monster of fiendish centipede.
What the bloody hell?
I'm sorry. Did you just say centipede?
I did. A huge-sized centipede.
God damn it.
I know.
Do you summon it into the room, or do you summon outside the room?
Oh no, I summon it, like almost directly, by Theo.
I stop to see you doing that, and I'm like, I stop in shock seeing you do something demonic, and then I just look around. Whoa!
And then
I ready my sword. I'm like, giant centipede.
And I point upwards to get the centipede to begin going up the walls and getting our helmet so we can get the fuck out.
All right. The centipede's action is to climb immediately, and it can do so at a speed of 40 feet. Its movement is reduced because of the slime, so it goes down to 20 feet. The thing begins fighting against the wave and whatnot as trash and slime are fighting against it. But it makes its way up toward the ceiling and toward the helmet. All right. More goo is formed, and now it is Varianlin's turn.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm not in goo plopping range, though. It's not
goo plopping range.
Right? It's still more towards the middle of the room at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's getting closer though.
Right.
Dungeon Master, does the slime make a plop noise when it goes in?
Yes, it does. I forgot to roll for an attack on you because you're still another round in the goo. Well, let's do that.
Oh! Critical goop. Some got in your mouth.
Oh my god.
Alright,
You were screaming and it through your faceplate and in your mouth.
Actually, it hits the edge of your armor around your shoulder and neck area, so it goes into the neck. You take a d6 of acid damage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
4.
You will take 4 points of acid damage. Your special
Okay.
resistances, I don't think you are protected from
Yeah,
acid.
no acid. My only weakness, goop.
And obviously not poop water.
Now, it's
Just
an
goop.
energy attack, so it doesn't get double damaged. As far as I remember, energy attacks don't double. It's just normal damage and strength. Unless, Evan, you know differently.
Not that I know of, but I'm pretty sure on a critical, a crit is a crit is a crit, unless you're immune to crits.
Yeah.
Okay, roll another d6. Take another d6 worth of acid damage. I'll go with that. See, I couldn't remember if energy was or wasn't doubled.
Oh, I took another 4.
There you go. 8 points of acid damage.
So,
And
hey, so it doesn't even matter. It was doubled anyways.
there you go. And you're smoking. All right. Very Inland. I'm sorry. It's Very Inland's turn.
How far away from the door do I need to get before I can check to see if I'm still nauseated?
You recover at this distance automatically.
Wonderful. So his action will be to walk towards the door to find out what's going on.
All right. I mean, it's pretty obvious that you heard casting and summoning of spells. I'm pretty sure you would have heard her casting her spell and been able to identify a summoning spell. Coming around the
Sure you
corner.
heard
So I just moved 40 feet upwards, which would be 2 move actions. So I believe if we're doing it turn by turn, that's my turn.
But you still get to observe in the room.
Absolutely. I'll take a quick look at the parchment to see where the item is in the room.
The parchment is pointing in the room and toward the ceiling.
You probably heard my panic voice of what's going on.
Which the arrow seems to be pointing in the same direction the centipede seems to be trying to crawl up the wall to.
Oh, centipedes. Lovely.
Massive centipedes. Alright. So, Katinka.
Okay. So can I see? Can I see the helm?
Yeah.
Can I try to sleight of hand it away?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
You zip into the room, dodging the slime. Zip, 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 zip.
So I rolled a 20,
Awesome.
and that'd be 34.
All right. I rolled a 2 for the chance that the slime might hit you. Zip, zip, zip. You grab a hold of the helmet. Oppose strength tests.
Oh. This is gonna be exciting. Because mine's just... I just rolled a 19!
Oh, he got a 1.
Damn it!
Zip, zip, dodge. Snag a hold of it, grabbing a hold of the horns. You whip around. Whoosh. Slime begins popping free, making this huge, gooey-like stretch like cheese. Your wings are fluttering. And then you realize you're not going in the right direction as the helm gets pulled back into the undulating mass. As the mass reaches out, wraps around it, begins pulling the helm and you in.
That's not a critical fail.
No.
Oh, okay.
You critically... Wait, can you critically fail on attribute checks? I forgot. It's been so long. Let me see this.
That's the monster.
I think technically you can't critically win or fail anything, but it's up to the DM for that kind of stuff.
Okay, this is what I want. I know you can fail attacks, but I don't know about ability checks.
Well, yeah, because I know it was like skill checks in this system. You don't critically fail or succeed,
Right.
but that's not really a skill check, so that's what I was asking.
Yeah. I think it's entirely up to the DM whether he wants to roll critical anything.
Critical attacks are always hit,
Yeah,
and in
crits.
2.5 you have to roll
Ability
to
checks.
confirm the crit. Ability checks and skill checks do not have critical successes or failures.
Only on
But,
the time.
I mean, that's kind of boring. That's pretty boring.
Okay.
I would like the time I tried to negotiate and fell on my face because I had a nat 1.
Right? You know, so like, I don't think that it would be pulling her into the goop.
This is a description, and unless I say you are now entangled, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So it's pulling the helm back into the goo, and she's holding on to it. So by all technical means, she's not entangled, but it is scary as fuck. All right. I forgot to mention what Randy's doing at this point in time, which is staring at this shit, trying to figure out what's going on, and reaching into his pouch, and he pulling out some one of those alkali potions that were on the ground. So that's what he's going to be using. All right. So now it's initiative.
All right.
That's not bad.
I have a 10.
I have a 26.
I have a 16.
And what did you get, Theo?
I typed it in chat. It's 10.
Top of the initiative, Katinka.
Well, thank you. I think Randy's really smart. Alkali flask. Can I just while holding on to it, can I pop the cork on an alkali flask and pour it on it to make it let go of the helm?
Yeah, you can do a direct attack with it to try to make it let go of the helm. Go for it.
Excellent. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, 19? Because that's strength based, right? Since it's melee.
Thrown.
Oh, thrown?
Yeah. Do you really want melee with a potion?
No.
Okay, then. Your character's not that dumb. So
That's true.
Holding onto the helm and flying in the opposite direction, you whip out your alkali potion, you throw it straight at the hard edge of the helm, busting it and causing it to spray into the ooze. Roll damage.
That's very smart. Then, what's the damage on it?
D6.
On a D6?
Yeah.
4.
All right. It begins causing it to, oh, sorry. Yes, but now you roll a second time.
Oh.
That was a 5, so 9 total.
Points of damage. You throw it in there. It's 10 points to get the helm removed. So you're 1 hit point away. Acid bubbling. You begin flying backwards, and the thing has less of a hold. But
Excellent.
You do have it quite free. Let's go ahead and move yourself into the room. You're over here.
Excellent.
Actually, you're more like here. Because you're flying away with it. Because now it's like stretchy, gooey. Man, that's some pretty strong coffee there, Radio. I'm jealous. 90 hours. So it's pretty stretchy at this point in time. Maybe another alkali potion might help, or maybe just enough pull or a cut or something. And then next in the initiative, the goo monster changes from just slowly moving to quickly moving as some piece of something is being pulled away from it. Maybe it's the alkali, but no matter what happens, that drops from the ceiling into the slime, pulling Katinka down from the ceiling area. You still have only 1 hit point left to go, but the gelatinous cube crashes into the mess.
Water!
All right.
By the...
Oh, you get hit by a wave.
Actually, he's underneath it.
Oh god, that's worse.
Yeah, that's not a wave. That is...
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
So I'm just
That
gonna...
is slime.
Jello wrestling.
This is the area of effect for the cube. I just put it down on the ground. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong layer. Let's go to the right layer. This is the area effect of the cube. So if you're in it, the cube just landed on top of you. So now it's slid down the wall, just like it's like the whole ceiling just threw up the gelatinous cube. So your centipede's going to take some damage, and Theo, you're going to take some damage.
All right.
Is it damage because...
Engulfing.
Okay.
It's not listed here, so I need my monster manual, if you don't mind. Did you give it to me? Oh, no. Thank you very much. Oh, it's an O's under oozes. There we go.
One second, is it a gelatinous cube?
It is.
Gelatinous cube's acid does not harm metal or stone.
That is correct. But flesh and bone it does.
Fair enough.
Here we go. It is slow moving, but because it's a fast moving moment, you're going to get a reflex save, DC 17, or be engulfed. The centipede can make the same roll.
What if
Okay.
the centipede wants
To be engulfed.
the inside
Then-
and tear him apart from the
Then
inside?
he does. Then he's perfectly fine.
Okay.
That's so gross.
I know, isn't it?
Okay. I got a 7, but I will use my Zelius Surge to re-roll that, because I do not want to be engulfed in this giant thing. That is... 19.
Yes. All right. You dash out of the way, and with your training, you surge quickly. It does catch you as it passes by, goo and whatnot, and as you come out of it, you can definitely feel that it was like burning and whatnot. You're like, it's great. Oh wait, you have a shield, don't you?
Yeah, yes.
So
I think so.
as you saw what was happening, you began shifting up the stairs. You threw your shield up, and because it buffeted your shield, it pushed you to one side, so you kind of like stumbled up the stairs.
Oof, oof.
We will go ahead and move you a little bit. Move yourself up the stairs some and out of its cube.
Cube.
Ugh.
It's tickling me, though. It's tickling me.
Oh no, let's undo that. There we go. Give it that one. Give it that one. There we go. All right. So yours takes it, and it's going to be a D6 in acid damage, and then a save throw versus paralysis.
Do the centipedes not have that?
Let's check. Gargantuan magical beast, so, and no immunities versus paralysis. The DC on it is a 20 on fortitude, and your monstrous beast gets a +9. 14. It has become paralyzed. But it takes a D6 of Burn acid
Yeah.
damage. All right. Let me click on this.
Oh yeah, DM the Crusader list, the randomized list.
Yes, you just use one of your abilities. How many are on the list?
There are. Let's see here. 5.
Do you need this?
No, I do not. All right. Radio, could you do me a favor and roll a d4 and add the number 1 to it?
Oh, 6 actually.
6. Never mind. Roll a d6, Radio. Help us out. His power is random after he's used it. Keep an eye on chat to see what your next ability is. So after the monster drops from the ceiling as part of as its action, it is now Zarkosa's turn.
Oh shoot! I'm so sorry. So I have my list of ones, but it's actually a different number than the total I have. So I have a total of 6 maneuvers, but I can only use 5.
Well, it's the 5th one.
Okay.
Thank you, Radio. VIP all the way. So what is the 5th one on your list? The last one on your list?
My 5th one is Mountain Hammer.
Cool. Sounds pretty awesome.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Do you want to hold your initiative to react to something? Or maybe step out of the way because it's less than 5 feet away from you?
Yeah. How long is it paralyzed for?
Oh, the monster? As long as it remains inside of it.
Okay.
Click that button. Go here.
Then I'm gonna step back and just lightning bolt it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Awesome.
Let's see.
You make a 5-foot step back. To here.
Now I'm just gonna play blaster.
All right. Make a concentration check.
Why?
Because you'll provoke an attack of opportunity within its reach.
I can't do a move action and then cast it? I thought that's what I just did.
Oh, wait. So if you... Because it has a 10-foot reach and you're right next to it, you'll still provoke an attack of opportunity, but from stepping out of its reach.
Yeah. Wait,
Okay.
what?
So its reach is 10 feet. So that means it can attack up to... From this distance, it can attack up to 10 feet away.
Okay.
So if you make a 5-foot move, nothing's going to happen. But if you cast now, you're going to provoke. But if you move from here to there, leaving its threat range, you're going to provoke an attack of
I'd
opportunity.
rather do that.
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Because then I don't have to concentrate.
Right, exactly. And so it's going to make an attack.
Because if it's gonna do it anyway.
What is its attack bonus? With its pseudopods. $44.
Okay.
I'm assuming that hits.
Mhm.
All right, a d6 of bludgeoning damage and a d6 of acid.
Okay.
Massive explosion of green snot shoots out at you. Like a pore or something. Just Jubilex would be proud.
I would be proud. Let's see. So yeah, this is what? 8? 7. 76. Let's see if I got 76.
Do you have 76? She's got some really sparkly dice. I want to share them real quick. She got these cool dice. I don't remember when she got them, but...
Oh, that's so
Gee.
cool.
Yeah. Radio, I'll get her to take a picture of them and show you later, or maybe put them up on our website or whatever. But she got a Kickstarter
Yeah.
a long time ago, and there's these little metal dice, and the spots on the D6s
Right,
are
let's see.
lights.
I'm gonna do
Do
these
those guys?
first.
Okay.
Uh, 23.
All right, and she's pulled the helm out most of the way, so we'll just ignore the helm's resistance that it normally gives it. You blast chunks into the creature.
You mean out of the creature?
Out of the creature. You blow,
Yeah.
you blow chunk. Your lightning flies into the room, pierces and bores a hole through it.
She pukes chunks into the creature.
Gross.
No, I don't think it'll get the centipede out. Somebody strong would have to wrap his muscly arms in there and pull him out.
Wow, 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 wow.
Very my eyes are on you.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
What did I do?
You're gonna save the centipede.
Yeah, let's see it.
All right, very inland. It is now your action.
Do we have the helmet in hand already?
She has 1 hit point worth of tendrils she has to sever before it's in hand.
I'm holding on to the helm, trying to pull away. And I did like 9 points of damage to the goo tendril that's like suctioned onto it.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need one more hit die.
You saw she used an alkali flask. You see that Randy has pulled out an alkali flask as well.
Perfect. And I'm not sensing anything intelligent from this creature at all?
Nope.
Perfect. So, because it's unintelligent, it cannot disbelieve an illusion. I'm going to cast Major Image, which works just like Silent Image, except it also adds in slight variances in temperature, sound, and sound, smell, and slight variances in temperature.
Okay.
So because it can't disbelieve anything, it would appear as though whatever I create is within its realm of knowledge.
Okay. So, what illusion are you projecting to this thing?
I'm going to project another Katinka. Here.
It's exactly what the world needs. More of me.
More.
Do that again. Where's the new Katinka gonna be? Awesome.
And I will have the image of Katinka try to distract the ooze and have it let go of the helmet.
What's the save?
There's some save.
Because it doesn't believe, because it can't see through the illusion, it truly believes that there is another Katinka right there.
Okay.
So it's up to you. Realistically, there is no save.
Versus it, right? It has to make some sort of belief effect on something that. So when your Katinka appears, hovering, making noise, and zipping all over the place, the creature does not seem to pay any attention to it because the creature's blind.
Which is why I used Major Image. The false Katinka
Okay. Right.
also emits sound
and
also
heat.
has
Okay.
body temperature and
Perfectly fine. Now I see where you're going with it. Yeah, it will sense that. All right. This is a tough decision. It has no sense motive, and it has no wisdom score worthwhile. it has a lack of intelligence, so it's going to see that there are two Katinkas now, one within reach and one that's trying to get away. So it's going to have to choose to divert its attention in some way, shape, or form. All right. You cast the illusion, and now there's a Katinka nearby. It appears and goes, "Hey, I'm Katinka. Hey, I fly. Hey, I turn invisible. Hey, I'm over here. Look at me. Hey." Is that a good interpretation of how you see Katinka's illusion?
Yeah, essentially.
Excellent. Raspberries, turns around, shows her butt, stuff like that.
Maybe without the nudity, but yeah.
Okay.
The moon's the jelly. Okay.
Guys, it's a full moon tonight.
I take an action to moon the gelatinous cube.
Well, it's your turn, so you turn around and drop your plated drip breeches and show your butt to the cube.
What?
He just said he's going to moon the cube. It's his turn.
Oh man.
No.
Oh. You were joking.
Yeah. Yes, I am joking. I was joking about taking action to moon the cube.
Sounded legit to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, first, I would like to Iron Guard's Glare as a stance. It's a free action, and all allies take -4 to attack. So I will just stare at this gelatinous cube very fiercely.
Okay.
And then I will attack and use Douse the Flames as my maneuver.
All right. What does that mean?
It target cannot take the gelatinous cube cannot make attacks of opportunity.
Okay. All right.
Didn't get in there first, so she couldn't get away from it.
Right. No, that's fine. All right. So roll the hit.
All right.
I mean, at least that'll help when Katinka actually tries to get away with the helm. So that'd be
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That is a 19.
19. All right. You will hit the gelatinous cube. Do some damage.
All right. That is 7 points of damage.
All right.
Slashing.
Slashing damage. Okay.
And Star-Lord,
Yes.
do you have a stance up right now?
I just put a stance up, yeah.
Which stance did you put up?
Iron Guard's Glare, the one that I have assigned.
Perfect. So Max, as a heads up, because he's currently threatening the gelatinous cube, the gelatinous cube gets a -4 to attack anyone other than him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It is now, what is his name? Randy. Randy's turn. Randy is going to peg the helm with the alkali potion.
hopefully.
Hopefully. You know, it's probably he should aim for the larger target, because then the explosion radius might get it.
Yeah. I mean, you could just like pop the cork off or something, so it doesn't have to break. So it's more of like a splash effect or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, they'll break. They'll break.
Okay.
I can. If he targeted Katinka, it would break on her.
Mm.
That's how fragile they are. Where the fuck was it?
Must suck carrying those in your bag.
There he is. All right. Dex bonus. Cool. Base attack. Know the bottom. +9. All right. So he has a +9. There it is. Okay. Come back over here. Click this button and change it to a +9. He has no other bonuses. He's going to roll to hit the skull. A 19. Katinka, as you're pulling, wrestling with your next potion to get out, the bottle flies out of nowhere, cracks, sprays, and because you're in the area of effect, you're going to take a hit point of damage. And all I have to do is roll greater than a 1 on a d6. And 6. The tendril snaps free. The helm is now in your possession.
Yes.
And you go skittering back an extra 5 feet. All right. That's his turn. And so now we go back to the top in initiative with... and actually, no, his other action is to take a 10-foot step to get the hell out of the way. He will provoke an attack of opportunity. But he cannot do so without taking a -4.
He's only concentrated on me. Over here, you dumb slime.
All right. 26. Now that just gives him a penalty. It doesn't mean he can't actually attack. It just means...
Correct.
Okay.
But he is aware of the penalty.
I mean, is he really aware?
26 will hit, so Randy will take a D6
Iron
of
Guard's
damage.
glare. Enemies you threaten become aware of the consequences of this stance.
It was a joke because he's a gelatinous cube.
He fires off one of his pseudopods. You swing your sword in an attempt to distract him, but his blast of goo is fast. Randy gets hit, knocks to the wall, and stumbles around the corner like, as he's now taking and trying to brush off the acid.
Wait, you said that that was an attack of opportunity?
Oh, wait, that's right. This is the same round he attacked you. Let's check. No.
Yeah, for until my turn, he can't make attack of opportunities.
Oh, my bad. Now I
No
understand.
problem.
So Randy's able to get away without damage. That's pluses for him.
It tries to, but I just block it with my shield.
Good one. Katinka.
You're muted.
I'm gonna get out of
Get the
here.
fuck out.
I'm gonna get the fuck
We
out.
got what we came for.
I'm gonna turn invisible.
All right. It's going to
God,
provoke an
guys.
attack of opportunity as you streak by. But as you do so, and you pass through the creature's threat zones, you see that the warrior in armor is swinging and distracting the creature enough that being invisible means nothing to this thing.
Oh, good. Ah!
But the warrior in armor is definitely fending off its attempts to pseudopod launch and attack at you. So go ahead and make your move.
Okay, I can in fact get all the way over here.
I mean, I would make you. Never mind. You made yourself invisible. I was about to say, just go. Just fucking go.
And it has to be my action before I can say anything.
I'll send it
Up
to two
to
slide.
5 words is considered a free action, so you can say it whenever.
There's a sword in the room, remember?
Do we need a sword? No, we don't.
It was
No.
magical. It had no shine. It had no damage to it.
The game master put it there just for me.
Oh, that's so sweet. I am. Can I still do something?
You turned invisible. You flew. You're carrying the helm. That's what you got.
Okay.
Because isn't it invisibility an action?
No.
Or does it say free action?
Free action.
Use free action to turn invisible for you?
Yeah.
That's pretty damn awesome. So yeah,
It's greater. It's greater invisibility.
That doesn't change anything. Spell-like abilities can take actions.
Oh. Well,
It says at will. That doesn't mean it's free.
Yeah, but it just says it's a free action.
Okay. So yeah, you still have your standard action left.
Okay.
The invisibility disguise body heat.
No.
No.
Oof.
No.
Rip.
I'm gonna take out the lightning little rune
Mhm.
thing, and I'm gonna start setting it up on this wall.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna set up the lightning rune, guys!
The lightning what?
The lightning rune!
The what?
The lightning rune!
All right. Slime's turn. Slime really can't do much more than either step on top of you or punch you.
Okay.
And since
Either of which are not good.
primary attack is stepping on people, it's going to move into your square.
No.
It's not dropping, so it's not a 17, it's only a 13.
Okay.
So if you fail, if you get a 13 or less, it consumes you, and you're inside of the slime now. Oh, right. Let me go ahead and move the slime over.
Oh, shit.
And this is a save, so you can fail on it.
I look back. What do you say? A what? And then
he turns and you're telling about it. You see you've distracted him from his fighting stance as the wall of green goo closes in around him. The slime is now shaping itself into the hallway. All right. That's its action. And Zarkosa. Oh, you take a d6 of acid damage.
Okay. That is a 5.
Let's see.
All right, and you. I need to check something. Alright, yep. You are consumed. It is looped around you and burning on you.
No! Do not consume me!
I just love when a plan comes together.
I can do this.
No! Ooh.
Let's see. Can you show me a hippogriff, please?
Yes, I can show you a hippogriff. Large 3d10, 25 hit points worth of claws and beak.
Oh, it can fly?
Oh yeah, it can fly at 100 feet on average.
So I am going to depend on someone else to handle the night problem.
Oh, sorry.
And I am going to now instead begin my summoning. And
Since the creature moved forward, I'm assuming that you're at a point you need to take a step around the corner.
okay, I guess.
Yeah, that way you don't provoke an attack while casting.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to...
No. So I'm going to begin my casting instead of flames and fiery and fiendishness. My everything is golden and glittery, and my eyes glow with holy magic as I summon a celestial hippogriff over the sword that he mentioned in the room.
Ooh.
And I command it to grab the sword and retreat with me.
Alright, so grabbing and then come to you. So yes, it'll be able to do so. It'll provoke an attack of opportunity. Good news, his action hasn't come yet.
Yeah.
So he can still technically
I
provide.
am relying on someone else to handle the saving of our knight. I got his special sword. Now we can TFO once we get him out of the
What's your
cube.
character class again? I forgot.
I'm a sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Yeah.
Eyes
I'm
are
also
closer
sort of
to-
inside.
What's that?
I'm also sort of inside it, so it might be a little... Get the hell out of here.
So she goes, Eyes are Kosa, beautiful sorceress of all things wonderful and loving, summon upon a majestic hippogriff to aid me in my moment of need. Get that, I want it.
Well, he was like, no, we can't leave the sword. It's like, well, fine. I'll
No,
get
we
the
can't
sword.
leave the sword.
maybe it's vulnerable.
All right. So the hippogriff can do that.
I mean, if you want, I can just, put the sword into the cube if you want it. That's a thing I could do, too.
I'm just struggling.
As it flies by.
All right. So yeah,
And then
Hippogriff, and then very
I'm
inland.
moving.
You're moving out.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be anywhere close to that thing.
Very inland.
Yes, sir.
Here's your action.
Lovely. So we have the sword, we have the helm, we do not have
The
the
knight.
knight.
That's correct.
I would say in shining armor, but
Hey,
It might be
it's
glistening
rusted
with
and
slime.
covered in goo right.
I just need some polish. Just get that rust off.
I mean, to be fair, the acid might actually do some good to it. So.
Oh yeah, I might come out and it's just like all sparkly. Who knew? New gelatinous cube product removes rust. That has to be a new thing, like a D&D product, like at the supermarket. Is like gelatinous goo gone.
For the night on the go, you
Oh,
pull
Jesus.
it. You take your armor off at night. You put it into a crate. You put the gelatinous cube into the crate with it, and it just moves around the whole suit of armor, shining it up.
Oh.
You
I
can
like
sell
Radio's
love it.
point. I like Radio's point. He says it's an acid monster, so it's probably the funnest monster in the game.
Yeah.
And technically, you guys, the acid monster did drop on you.
So we dropped
Punny,
dropped
so
acid.
punny. Very inland. What action do you want to take?
Alright. I will attempt to cast Deep Slumber on it. So it will attempt to put it asleep. And it has it's an enchantment save of 21 against will.
All right. Your magical essence streaks across to consumes the green cube, but has no effect on its anatomy.
Well, that was fun.
Do you want to move?
Deep Slumber is a full round action.
Oh no! Maybe a 5-foot adjust?
Sure, let's do a 5-foot adjust away from the door.
That's definitely what we need.
Yeah, good suggestion, Jolly. Man, should definitely run a game of murder hobos then.
Oh man, yeah.
Bro, you want to hit my LSD slime? It's crazy, dude.
Okay, after Very Inland's turn, it is now. Now it is time to succumb to the will of the slime. Theo, on your action, the large centipede creature inside here is drifting around with you as the creature is pulling you in. Nothing's... This is burning. It sucks. You're holding your breath, but you feel like you can still fight. It hasn't...
It's I was going to say it's like a deprivation tank. I'm just like sitting lofted inside.
I would say it's
like...
more like one of those little jelly packs, and you've just been sunk into it.
Okay.
You lost your footing for a moment, so now it's your chance to fight your way back out.
All right, I will look inside, gather my strength, and try and burst out.
All right, strength test for break roll.
That is
You can do it.
a 11 plus 3.
All right.
14.
To your amazement, as you're watching, you've summoned the hippogriff and whatnot, you see he's struggling and his fist burst out of the slime and he's trying to grab onto the edge of the wall, and his other fist comes out. The slime hasn't paralyzed him yet. Not like it instantly paralyzed your centipede.
Oh, man.
You see the knight is fighting on, either through pure will or the fact of that necromantic enchantment that's flowing all around him. Remember that there's necromancy, like, oh.
Oh!
So as you've grabbed a hold of the edge of the wall, you're pulling yourself, you suddenly hear this childlike voice reach out to you and said, "Hold me aloft, and I shall free you from your prison."
Reach out.
You pull out the skull and hold it up high. There's a brilliant amount of light, and a large section of the slime falls out of your way as you pull yourself away from the slime. You can now make a move action.
Are we getting out of here?
Yes, I'm already gone. Come on, Brandon.
All right. Moving away from the creature will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I'll take it.
43.
No, I don't think that hits. Yeah, it hits.
6 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of acid damage.
Okay. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
All right. After your turn, it's Randy's turn. He's running. There's no door, he yells. Nothing to keep that thing trapped inside. There's no doors. Nothing to keep that thing trapped inside. He's yelling really loudly as he does a double move away. No, sorry, triple move.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to slip on the blood in the next room over. Katinka.
I am setting up the rune in front of the door. So whenever the cube moves in front of the rune, it will blast it.
All right. That's a full round action. And
It's
provoke
fine.
an attack of opportunity.
Cool.
All right, make it.
As she's doing that, I'm going to cast Hesitate. It's an immediate action, so I can cast it even when it's not my turn.
Yes, you can. What's the save on it?
Will to negate on a Hesitate enchantment, so 21.
And what is the type on that spell?
Shit, never mind, it's mind affecting. I will it.
So you hesitate. I'm sorry. You hesitate before you cast Hesitate. Ha! Oh. No. All right. Katinka, you're spending the full round. You've set it up. You can make a 5-foot adjust.
And
You
I
have a
move.
30-foot movement.
So I set it up, and then I move 5 feet that way.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
I went ahead and moved him. He would have moved.
yeah.
Slime's turn. It now shifts back over, going after the other Katinka.
Yeah!
Oh, shit.
Because you guys hauled ass, but there's another Katinka going over there going,
Hey.
I'm a Katinka, and I'm pretty awesome. I'm the best Katinka there ever was.
I mean, it's not wrong.
Back.
So-
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
The slime
Alright.
shifts away from the door at this point in time as it's now found a different target to go after that's closer. Of course, once it reaches up to the illusion and consumes it, realizes it's nothing more than light, and it's not that kind of plant monster, it turns around and heads back for the door. Unfortunately, it can't because it can only make, like, so much movement around and action and stuff. Alright.
Before I cut out there, I wanted to be in front of the other two so they don't get consumed.
Okay, so you actually wanted to stay back here.
Yeah, I
Then
don't
you
want
would have
them.
moved into
I don't.
the doorway. Even farther.
God damn it.
Alright.
Stop being a hero.
Alright, so
It's what I do.
so now it's going to
Very small and frail.
smush its way into the door.
Oh, see, I made it smaller. You know, we got this.
Right,
Oh, never mind.
smaller.
Right.
Oh no, now it just
Alright,
squished.
so you're staying in front of them, and as you are its target, And so when you don't move away from it too far, except for a few feet, it just lunges back through the doorway, hitting the door and oozing through it like cake batter, and then spraying all over the place. All right.
That's gross.
On
Oh, go ahead.
on his turn, he also gets a new maneuver.
A what?
A new maneuver.
Oh, we have to roll for a new maneuver?
Yep, on every one of his turns.
Every time he uses one, right?
Regardless on whether or not he uses one.
Oh, wow. That's like a roulette game there.
I think I get to use 2 though, right?
Really?
You can use them as long as you have the actions to use them. So you can use a boost and a strike on the same turn, as well as a counter on your opponent's turn.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, are you like a roulette? Like, I get a selection out of the 2 5s. Like, so I have 5, and then I get like 2 maneuvers.
So yeah, you get 2, and then every single turn you get another 1, regardless on whether or not you've used up 1.
So I get 2 new maneuvers.
1 new maneuver every single round.
Okay,
Until
which
the
one
list-
gets replaced?
You don't replace any of them.
Oh, okay. So I just it builds up.
It builds up, and once you use a maneuver, you can't access it again until you refresh.
Okay, I understand.
okay,
It was
so
a little
we have-
confusing.
Now we have to determine the next new maneuver.
Yes. That's out of 3.
All right. Jolly, if you're here, roll a d6.
So wouldn't the cube or the ooze like moving into the hallway trigger the trap that I just set up?
Yes. We're not there yet.
Excellent. Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Those two, both Variendlin and Theo, need to make a reflex save versus a 13 or become consumed by the slime. Because it's filling this section of hall. Unfortunately, it's like I'll stretch it out. It's kind of like this.
18.
Not today.
All right, and
14.
Oh,
luckily,
So close.
it almost took the end of your nose that's not there.
Oh.
False. I chopped off the end of my nose.
That's right. All right, so you guys are able to shift 5 feet back, and then you're there right in the same space with Katinka. Meanwhile, there's a Katinka in the other room screaming. You guys move out of the way. The 96 lightning bolt goes off. You can go ahead and roll that.
1d6 short of a full 9.
96?
Yes, the trap is.
I set up while you were gone. I set up the lightning rune on the other side, so whenever it like came through the door, it would go off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear it. I was inside the slime.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was like, you set up a
Whenever
what?
you're ready to roll that damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're waiting on damage roll.
Sarah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I would rather you guys roll damages than me roll damages. The less I
What-
have to roll, the more you have to roll, the happier
What
I
was
am.
it?
96. $34.
Oh.
All right, blasts another hole through it. The creature's really massive. Out of its 300 hit points, you guys have got a lot of damage, which is really impressive. That's not slowed it down any. It just, it's about to NASCAR down this hallway. though.
Runtime would be great.
All right. So who's next? You are.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
running.
You're running full
I'm
sprint.
doing my full 3-round move. However he did it, I'm doing it too.
You sticking with him or going to go past him?
Well, he has one of the items, so
Stick with him.
I want to make sure that he makes it out.
Okay, so you're sticking with him. All right, very inland.
I will also make a triple move if possible.
It is, but you will provoke an attack of opportunity from this guy. Good news, he's not worried about you. He only has one target in mind.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine in that.
Opening that tin can.
Just so delicious. He had some of me, and that now it's like I'm gone.
I would just run.
All right. After Very Inland's turn, it is Theo's turn.
Yes. Okay.
Your shiny
So
sword is leaving, by the way.
There's a hippogriff carrying your sword. The sword you want.
oh, and that's where?
In this direction.
With Zarkosa.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see the. What's the maneuver that I get?
We didn't have a roll radio. We need a.
Just somebody roll. It takes too much time.
I'll just
2.
The second one on your list.
Okay. My bad, guys. All right.
This is the
I
first time
will-
We'll get it.
Okay. Does she go before the slime's turn?
Who's she?
Katinka.
Yes, I do.
She's right next
Oh.
to the slime.
And she'll be able to go before the slime catches?
You guess so.
Okay. I didn't know the initiative order.
Technically, your character doesn't know what initiative is.
Okay. Since you're there, I won't
Oh,
bull rush.
For fuck's sake. Run, you idiot!
You have seen me. I'm very fast, so don't worry about it. I'm very fast.
You say that as your free
So Theo's
Yes.
standing there. He's got
Yeah.
his shield up. He's bashing him. Get out of here! And you're like, he
Get out of here!
Get out of here! And you're like, get out of
Right
here!
now!
I do a double take, and I'm like, oh, and then I bull rush away, ignoring all attack of opportunity.
Okay. He attacks you. Because you're his target. A 44.
I use my maneuver called Charge of the Minotaur, which bull rushes with no attack of opportunity.
Nice. All right.
So I charge out of there.
So he can't attack of opportunity, and you leave. All right, Katinka.
I'm hauling ass.
All right, because he could not attack of opportunity Theo, he attack of opportunity you instead. 27. He rolled a 1. He missed.
Oh, nice.
So my fly speed is 60.
Oh,
I will. Where the hell is Zarkosa? Because I can probably
I'm all the way
get.
up around the corner.
I'm pretty sure I can get to you. Because
Speed
I'm
is
just
20.
I'm double speeding.
So you can do, yeah. All right. So he can.
I'll also use dash action to move double speed.
Sure. All right. You guys are way faster than this thing. Incredibly faster. So you'll be able to get to this explosive ruin door and get it shut. Which is what Randy's doing. Making hand gestures, yelling at you, get in here, get in here. The only important thing at this point in time... Hey, Robin! The only important thing at this point in time is for Katinka to make a fly roll, because she's trying to fly into this room at full speed and either turn or stop.
Excellent. I don't know how to do that.
You don't have fly skill?
I do.
We'll roll
do.
the
Hold on.
d20 and add your fly skill.
Where the hell is my fly skill? Where are you, fly skill?
It's dex-based.
Just gonna fall right into the web.
That's why it's there.
I'm not seeing fly skill.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
That's right. There's no fly in this game.
There's no acrobatics.
Tumble then. That's right.
Jesus.
Just make a reflex save, goddamn.
What the hell? Oh, I'll do a reflex. Okay. 16. And then so that's gonna be 30 2.
All right. You dodge the spider web and don't go flying into it and get stuck in its paralytic webs. The spider, on the other hand, does make gestures as if it's trying to go after you.
No.
All right. We're going to skip into the next round where we're going to move forward. Very Inland and Theo, you guys run through the door, and Randy will shut the door behind and immediately activate the explosive ruin as the slimy monster is now zipping down the hallway towards you guys.
Meanwhile, there's a Katinka thing following it.
I am awesome. I am so awesome. I'm awesome, it keeps yelling. I'm awesome.
I am awesome though.
It's like Navi from Legend of Zelda. Hey,
Boom.
listen, hey.
Yeah. Boom, the door's shut.
She's not a pixie. Thanks. That's really rude of you to not know the difference.
Can we
Excuse me?
cancel the arguing and figure out how we can get out of here now? That would be great.
I can argue and fly at the same time, and I'm not the one with the scroll. Let's get the hell out of here.
We have to get the others first.
Oh yeah. Well, let's get the hell out of here.
You have the helmet. Did you grab it?
Yeah.
The helmet is almost as big as her chest, and she's hovering there holding on to it.
It's
I'll carry
really
it.
gross.
Let me see it.
You might
I'm
wanna
already
straighten
covered
it
in
out.
the.
This helmet's way better than the one you're wearing.
He walks into the room. I just want to let everybody know he is smoking.
He is what?
Okay.
Theo is smoking. Like sizzle, pop, pop, sizzle.
Are you okay? Maybe you should like take off this and like
Do
Do I see my sizzling? Do I see the sizzling?
Yeah, you
Can
do.
I press to digitate?
What's sizzling?
You have no
Everything.
idea. It doesn't burn or hurt.
It's on the inside.
I'm just like, is his armor gross? Is that what
No,
it's
his armor is his armor is nice. It's kind of shinier.
Well, then what do my magic eyes see?
What your magic eye sees is some shit going on the inside as the necromantic energies are doing shit. He is also carrying a skull at this point in time that he's stuffing away, and the necromantic energies are tied to that skull.
I'm like, I'm like doing this to the smoke, trying to get it out. I'm like, what the hell? You press to digitate?
Yeah, she does something, and the armor just looks a little less dirty, but that doesn't slow the smoking's dying
Yeah,
down,
It's
but
like-
it's just,
I was like, oh, maybe
I-
it's just the acid, and then I was like, that's not acid. What the fuck?
I have no idea. I don't know. Let's just get out of here. I don't feel anything.
Right. I don't disagree. Let's get the hell
I'm
out of
going.
here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hold on.
After I say that.
Hey, hippie, give him the sword. And then Hippogriff gives him the sword.
all right.
Hippie.
The large eagle, lion-bodied thing drops a flamberge onto the ground. Do you know what a
Flamberge?
flamberge is?
Yeah. It's like
It's a really, really long two-handed sword that has a wavy blade.
yeah. This was from the room.
You
All
said
right.
you wanted it.
Yeah. You
I
wanted
didn't
it because
know-
you were like,
You guys has recovered magic things. I didn't know. I
it's
pick
so
it up.
shiny. It's not getting dirty. Blah blah blah.
I didn't say that.
All right,
You
so
s-
you're
you did.
flying and arguing. Randy is following, watching
Yeah.
all of you guys. Very Inland, what are you doing?
I will follow.
At the front, the rear, where?
Middle.
Middle. Okay. All right. There's not much need for the map at this point in time. Randy knows where everything is at.
Mm-hmm.
Once you guys get back over, and we're gonna move everybody into a
Can
group.
we take a break?
We totally can take a break. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna move everybody into the next location, and when we come back, we're gonna finish the last bit of the story. So
The getting home part.
the getting home part. So to our audience, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. And we're back.
Yay!
Thank you
Hello.
for joining us. We've got Cassie, Star-Lord, Sarah, Evan,
Yay!
Heyo.
and we are back, original box set, here to finish up this game. The characters have both the items in the same room. You guys have come back to the torture chamber where the 4 dogs are currently located at. Let me make sure that the audience can see this as well. Yes, they can. Good deal.
Yep.
And what you guys know now is that because you're on this side, and if your alignment is chaotic, there is a shimmering wall on this side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to take and draw with this red color right here, a little shimmery line. Me. It is a one-way illusionary wall, so you don't see it from the other side, and you easily walk past it. This is what's been keeping him here. He doesn't have any magical powers to break it. This is the last task you guys have to do. No, you have one more. Actually, you have one more illusionary wall you have to break down because you already crossed one.
Yeah.
So, breaking this one and breaking the next one will get you guys out of this dungeon, as well as freeing your compatriots.
Have you guys seen anything like that?
You can't see it. You're not chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
No,
chaotic.
no. I was talking.
Oh.
The rest after we rushed back from the slime.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. That slime was gigantic. Swallowed me whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
You've seen more? There's more like this?
Oh, there's worse stuff than that.
By the gods. Let's never fight another slime again.
I can't say I disagree. I really don't like them.
That's pretty scary.
Singed my boots. Rude.
Are we
So
going
I can
to
see it.
retrieve the
Can
item?
I make 2 checks: knowledge, arcana, and spellcraft?
Yes.
Perfect.
I bluffed the wall.
I'm sure your bluff is high enough you can do that.
Right.
You just bluff magical items into disenchanting. You're not magical anymore.
There's
Oh, I believe that.
like I definitely match up with whatever you need.
I'm definitely lawful.
I'm so lawful. Look at me. I'm regal as fuck.
Right?
It must be lawful.
How are we doing there, Evan? Okay.
So a 1 on arcana and a 32 on spellcraft.
You were sure that this is it's like a trap. And so basically there's a wall of force, or at least the illusionary wall is like a wall of force keeping those of chaotic alignment from crossing it one direction. You believe a dispel magic should get rid of this, or casting the exact same spell in the opposite direction. I'm not sure you have. Do you have access to illusionary wall? It is an illusion.
Are we taking a little
Not
break
yet.
as we're here?
Yeah, everybody's taking a moment and staring at something in the doorway. Everybody is staring at. They're just staring at the door. No one's attempted to go through it. Door's wide open.
No,
Are we taking a rest?
unfortunately, that's next level.
Say that to everyone. Well, what's wrong with the door? We went in and out here before.
Just one moment. And I will cast a heightened dispel magic, so it will be the equivalent of a 4th level dispel magic.
All right. You're targeting the spell. You make a caster check plus your d20 plus your caster level versus the DC is the spell of the DC the DC for the dispel check is 11 plus the spell's caster level, which was 8. So it's a 19.
Alright, so I'm guessing that's not my save. My caster level is 7 right
Yes.
now. The spell level is 4, so I add an 11 to that. Or sorry, I add a 14 to that.
I'm looking up heightened. Let's see what it does for you.
It increases the spell.
It's a meta magic fee that increases the level of the spell, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my spell level would be level 4.
Yes. Well, for the spell magic, it is just your caster level that you want to buff, not the actual spell. Hang on, if the target of an object or creature that is the effect of an ongoing spell, you must make a dispel. On one object, creature, or spell is the target of a dispel, you make a dispel check. A d20 plus caster level against the spell or against each ongoing spell effect. There's only one. The DC of the spell check is 11 plus spell's caster level.
Alright, so I can save myself some meta magic.
Yeah.
Woo. And I flunked it.
Oh.
So the gnome moves forward, stares at the doorway, and says, "Just a minute," to the man in armor, wiggles his fingers. Everybody stares on in anticipation, and there's like a slight hiss and a pop sound.
Well, that did absolutely nothing.
It's a trap, right? I mean, I can take a whack at it.
From what I remember, there was only the rune affected chaotic people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Outside. Yes. I don't see any monsters out here. What's going on?
All right, you wander out into the hallway. It's kind of dark. You can see some stuff, but you don't. You guys watch him walk through the illusionary wall.
Okay, I'm going to try something a bit different. Max, I'll send you a private message.
Okie dokie.
See if this works.
Slide into the DMs.
Heyo.
Ew.
Well, I still have my magic eyes on.
You do.
I'm gonna wander around.
Still have your magic what?
My magic eyes.
Oh, yeah.
My detect magic.
And sent.
All right.
Radio says, it's a bribe!
It's a bribe. Actually, radio is correct. It was a bribe, and
Oh, getting called out.
The gnome walks through the wall.
It worked.
It worked.
Yeah, see, there's nothing to be worried about.
That
It's just a
worked?
doorway.
Yes.
Okay, I'll walk back through the door.
He comes walking back through the door. The wall, the illusionary, the wall that you guys are staring at. He comes back through.
Okay.
And he has this look on his face like, okay.
Can we do that?
So you want to share that?
Do you trust me, Katinka?
Maybe.
And do you trust me, Zarkos?
No.
How about you, Randy? Do you trust me?
I trust you, because I can throw you.
Okay then. And I'll wiggle my fingers and cast undetectable alignment on all three of them.
Yeah.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Nice.
Do you trust me?
How long does this last?
24 hours.
Oh, excellent.
What?
Nice.
This is very clever. I trust that you're very intelligent.
Yeah. That
Alright.
one.
He will divvy up some food to his dogs, wish him well, unlock the trap door so that they can feast upon everything else. He wanders into another room to unlock another door and says it'll take them probably about an hour or so before everything goes to chaos and back. So we should probably leave soon. I wager that the Crenshaw might win because there are over 20 of them.
Oh, that's great.
The Crenshaw? Wait, we're not taking the dog. We're not taking the dog with us?
Unless the man can cast that more often, they won't be able to get through that door either.
Sorry, pups.
I can take one with me.
And one of my roommates and her child, will you be able to take them as well?
We might not have to worry about them.
Well, I'll tell you what. If I'm allowed to have a nap here, I'll be able to take everyone.
Also, as
He
a
walks over
note,
to one of the tables, pushes a dog onto the floor, pushes another dog on the floor, then he grabs the table, and he drags it over to you, pulls out a blanket, puts on it, picks you up, lays you down, puts the pillow under your head, rolls your hat up, sticks it under. Go to sleep now.
My thanks.
He's like, if I can keep my hounds, I need to go shut the doors. Oh shit! And he goes running off.
why is he taking a nap?
He has
I
to,
just walked in.
he has to get his spells back.
Is that how that works?
I mean, I guess. I don't
All
know.
right, and you need an 8-hour nap. So we're gonna fast forward. 8 hours are gonna
Well,
pass.
then, if that's the case, I'll take a nap.
Oh, are we taking a full night?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, as a note, I actually did do the detect good and evil, and the stone people were neutral. I said that to everyone.
Yeah.
But it doesn't work off good or evil, it's chaotic or lawful.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes sense.
Or
Alright.
rather, chaotic and non-chaotic.
Okay.
So,
I'll take a rest over here then.
yeah, sure. Randy gives you guys some space because he's not going to hover over you waiting, because he understands that some things need to sleep, and so he will churn his horrible pot, go into the other room while people are resting. He'll kill one of the cockatrices, snap its neck, defeather it, drag it in here, put it up onto the stone block, and be cutting it to pieces. And then he takes and puts in a frying pan with some lard and starts searing up cockatrice for food.
Ooh. What does that taste like?
Chicken. All right, hours pass and the gnome arises and begins dulling out his magical powers. Obsidia, her child, Randy, and his 4 hounds all leave the dungeon of poison tears. The demon cries.
Oh. Oh man.
Before we get out, I just want to pat the demon on the shoulder, because now I like that the alignment thing. I was like, huh, I'm proud of you.
So, like, before we leave,
He's not that evil sense to him anymore.
Yeah, he might be waning away from evil just a little bit. As much good as he's recently done, he might have to go kill some villagers or something.
Well, not until we're done.
Yeah.
Or at least wait till another 16 hours till the spell, the alignment spell wears off.
He looks to the rest of you and says, "This is where we're done." As you're standing at the entrance of the cathedral, as you walk out.
You don't want to get to Sigil?
I'm outside. None of this matters. I could have left when we walked up the stairs. Here's your shield. And he reaches out, takes it off, and hands it to you guys.
Thanks. I try to pick it up.
My end of the contract.
Randy,
What?
there's just one small thing about that contract.
I know. It's a contract. It's been fulfilled. There's nothing small left about it. We're done.
Oh, no. Can I see the contract? And Varianlin will hold out one tiny little...
Okay, he hands it to you.
See this little marking down here? And I'll point to the, gnome goblin hybrid.
He's now glaring up at you with a little bit of sneer. Yes.
Yes, this states that you are to forfeit all but one of your magical items.
Did you write that?
I got you to the shield. I helped you with the helm. And now you take my magic through a contract?
It's signed in blood, and you do not want to go back on a written contract now, do you?
He sneers. These are mine! I helped you! What devilish craft is this? He will dive for one of his dogs. Initiative.
I'll keep you in mind that until the contract is fulfilled, in its completion, you're still held to the contract, in which it states that you have to help us survive and not harm us.
We're survived. We're out of the dungeon. We've gotten away from it. Set me free.
I mean...
What other magic items does Randy have on him?
He's got two metallic tubes. Two golden metallic tubes, a cloak of displacement, a bilk gursum of +1. Is it a +1? It is a +1. And he has a that's it. Cloak, weapon, some scrolls, and 2 chimes.
I don't understand why you need to take his items. The magic shop has everything you would want.
It's true.
His things are paltry compared to what we have access to.
I mean, the shield was pretty powerful, but that's what you guys came for.
Yeah.
True, but in the contract, I didn't say anything about your dogs, but I still freed them.
He is infuriatedly angry. And he raises his fist and clutches it. Like, you will not take me. I will leave. And he grabs a hold of his dog. But he doesn't pop. Not at all. Something else happens. And there's a crackle of, red lightning run through the sky from a distance and then strike the ground nearby. Randy steps back. And everyone who can detect evil feels as if everything just got filled with evil. There's everything. There's evil everywhere. A man appears after the lightning strike. He is tall, 9 foot plus. He wears a black ebon chest plate and a flowing red cape.
Oh.
Knowledge the plains will identify him.
Can I do a spellcraft check on the lightning strike?
Of course.
Is he
I
handsome?
just
He is rock solid handsome.
That's
Like,
all. That's,
take a
12 abs underneath that breastplate, probably.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I care about too.
Well, they're
34.
while they're checking, I just who are you, demon?
I don't think that's a demon.
Randy wheels backwards. No, what are you doing here? And the creature staring at Randy glances over his shoulder to you, Crusader, and says, I'm a lawyer. And his eyes glance back to Randy. You made a contract you couldn't even read. And Randy's moving back. You can't pin me here. Contracts are binding to our souls, Randy. And Randy's at this point flustered. He realizes he signed a contract. And demons and devils are oath-bound by contracts. The devil reaches his hand out, because that's what he is. The lawful evil beast that he is. Reaches his hand out, and Randy lunges at him. Like, no, they're mine! The devil grasps him by the throat, like instantaneous. Strength of power. The collision of the two is like a thunderclap that sends dirt in the courtyard back and causes the cathedral to rock a little bit.
Oh my.
The demon gets slammed onto the ground just by a gentle push from the devil's hand. His cloak flows in the back. His perfect chiseled form can be seen. The sky has gotten darkened, and somewhere a blood-red moon has come out of nowhere. The plains around you have changed into almost a hellscape. His pure presence is summoning demons. The goblin encampment is now screaming as they are being overrun by lemurs.
Oh shit.
The devil turns to the gnome and says, hand me the contract.
And the gnome will, with a slight smile on his face.
He turns to Randy and says, hand me all but one of those items of magic that you possess. And Randy's like looking at his things at this point in time. And he's like, but they're mine! They're all mine! I got them fair and square! You can't take from me! He's like, and the devil doesn't say anything. It just makes this like whoosh with his hand, and then Randy's got a cut across his face. Like some like magic. And they're like 9 feet distance away. It's like, tsh, I cut you with magic claws. And Randy stumbles back and he's like bleeding at this point in time. Don't make me ask twice. Randy begins throwing all off his magic items. All of them without question. All of them. Just tossing them onto the ground. And then he rolls over and he clutches his hand. This is mine. This is mine. The devil turns to look to you and points to the pile. He has but one item left.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Devil, sir.
At this point in time, the devil takes a step kind of like out of the way so you can walk up and gain your prizes. He looks to Randy, and you notice the redness of the sky, the darkness begins to fade, and he begins to turn into large pieces of burnt ash that starts drifting away.
Hey, wait!
And I'll collect the items.
Bill Gersom is meant for a medium-sized creature, so it's definitely larger than you, but the chimes are just like wind chimes. There's some scrolls on the ground, and the
Magical items should resize to fit the wearer, correct?
Yes, the cloak will resize, but the Bill Gersom is not going to resize because it's a melee weapon.
Alrighty.
that thing that he called himself
I'm
a
totally, I blow him a kiss as he drifts away.
lawyer.
If you're ever in Sigil, look us up!
Yeah. If you want a little chaos in your life.
Woo! They're over here swooning.
You,
hi,
me
hi.
over,
I do love a good lawyer.
me over
Right?
here, disgusting devil.
I use my brooch of enlargement and the hat of disguise to like change my outfit and be all like sexy.
Oh my god.
I'm 6 foot tall and sexy.
Randy shuffles up to his feet, looks at you, and says, "This isn't over. I'll be back." And he grabs a hold of his dogs and plane shifts away.
And he does that right before the blade came down, and he's out. Laid into the dirt.
Oh, goodness, Varian. First week on the job and you're already making enemies.
Oh,
Good
it was
job.
productive.
I couldn't be more proud.
You gotta get in touch with that lawyer.
Right?
He said he was a lawyer. What is that?
Lawyers, adjudicators
Lawyer.
of the law.
Yeah.
They don't have to use violence. They're very charismatic.
Very.
What? Well, if anyone commits evil, we just banish them or murder them. Injustice, of course.
That is a very opaque view of justice.
Yeah.
They're evil or they're not.
But Mr. Theo,
Oh my good night! You have so much to, and I'm patting him on his shoulder. You have so much to learn. Come,
I don't. Just dazed follows along.
Obsidia.
She's right there, like, "What just happened?"
Is she coming with us?
Yeah, she
she's
can't
coming
plane
with
shift.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I hope so.
Just making sure.
I gotta get my daughter home. Back to the.
Ashaya's this way.
Have no worry, Obsidia. You can come with us. Wherever we're going.
We're going home.
All right. I'm going to assume you guys are able to find the dwarf, and you're able to put his boat back together, head across the lake back to the city. I'm pretty sure you could work your way through whatever legal crap that might come up because Obsidia's wandering through town, but nobody's really going to fuck with the monster that comes walking in.
Yeah.
And if they do, you guys can pretty much deal with it.
Am I de-blueberry-fied?
No.
Oh.
It hasn't been a week. I'm sorry, it hasn't been a week.
You're beautiful.
Shut up.
you're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're blue.
I'm just gonna say a +1 halberd. There you go.
Yeah,
What,
easy.
what are these songs? They're so different than what I've.
You're in for a world of very interesting interactions whenever we get back
You
home.
must
too.
be a pixie.
If you insist.
You guys arrive back in town walking through. It doesn't take long. You've got the... He possesses both items. He taps the scroll on a surface. You get into town. The arrow changes from... the magical arrow that exudes out changes from a reddish yellow... an orangish to a blue. A soft, pulsing blue. You wander back through the streets, and the magic shop happens to be in the same place where you left it at.
Excellent.
Theo...
Just one note. When I see the arrow turning blue, I'll hand it to Katinka. It's your turn now.
Boop. Doo-doo-doo.
When you arrive, they take you to looks like a rather rustic-looking building with a thatched roof. There's a window, and you can see what looks like maybe some books and an armament on the inside, and a woman sitting beside a candle in her shadow casting a light, and she's reading a book. And the door above it says magic. You've never seen those words before, but you can read it.
Huh. Don't understand. So, you said this place is the one that's filled with magic, like infinite magic items. It looks like a peasant.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yes. Much bigger.
If you insist.
God, we'll introduce you. I wonder who's working the desk tonight. Oh.
I'll follow.
All right. The door opens to the magic shop, and our players wind their way in, and we close scene at this point in time as you guys have returned successfully with your items. It was 1,700 gold pieces for the return of both of them, and so you guys get to split that however you feel necessary. And after game, we will dole out some experience points.
We could do 500 for the three of us and give our new friend here a couple hundred for his brave and daring assistance.
Oh, I mean, such charity. Thank you.
I guess.
You know,
Oh, do you want it back? I don't. You know. You seem so opposed to it.
So it would be 425 apiece if we split it evenly across 4. 1,700.
Right, but we had 500 a piece for us and 200 for him.
Sure. Sure.
he wasn't there the whole time.
That's true.
It's true.
And we had to save him.
Also true.
I accept it happily.
And he has that big ass sword, so
Yes. Well,
you should probably get that looked at.
Oh, this? I pull out.
yes, that.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
You
Oh,
have,
And also,
you have a enchantress with you.
so we open the door to like the long hallway that just keeps on going further than the building actually is.
The air escaping from outside. I just stand there dazed. I was like, that doesn't fit. That doesn't. What?
Right.
What?
Come this way. Come
Oh
on.
dear Theo. We should give you the full tour.
And we will do that on next game session.
Scene. End scene.
Because I didn't want to go into who's sitting at the desk and stuff like that because it just draws in. And in about an hour, I'm going to be back on doing Friday Night Frights with Paige.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
So, man, you guys did it. You got through it. I like the way this the Magic Shop game worked out this
Yeah.
time around. I really did like this.
It was pretty fun.
Even if, we had to travel through some of the countryside, that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to go ashore. That's fine. It's just shore.
It's fine.
Water elemental. Smash, 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 smash.
Ah!
Run!
Maybe it wasn't fine, but we still made it.
You're fine.
It was fine. Everyone lived.
Yep. Definitely.
Oh man, super fun. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
That was fun, guys.
Cool.
Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, there will be other
Thanks for
games,
coming.
and we will keep in touch with you, and we will schedule stuff, and we'll see how it works. Does this mean it's the last episode of the Magic Shop?
No.
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 Not by a long shot.
There's so much lore that goes with the
yes.
Magic Shop.
I think, though,
I like
the
it.
next game that we run on Friday should be a lot more inappropriate. Incredibly inappropriate. I'm really desiring to play a game of Murder Hobos.
Of
What? You cut out.
Murder hobos.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
So, I'm going to give you guys a little segue into it. Murder Hobos is not a PC game. I apologize nothing for it. It is purely meant to just be terrible and fun and...
It's
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
To give you an example, one of my friends played the Bard class. There's air quotes with that. It was called the Roadie. And he was... he had like 4 hit points. He was doing drugs the entire game.
To be fair, we all were.
Well, except my ex-wife. She wasn't doing drugs, but she still saw the ghosts in the graveyard. So, I mean...
The goth kids in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay. So, anyways, I think the next game for Friday nights is not going to be very PC. Let you guys know ahead of time. No spoilers. And we're going to have some fun with that. I'm Max.
I gotta get me some XPs.
This is Cassie. Sarah.
Yeah.
Evan.
Hello.
And Star-Lord.
Oh.
And we are Original Box Set. And thank you for hanging out with us
The
tonight.
Badger didn't make it back, radio.
Yeah, she didn't survive.
Nope.
She lives there now.
Yep.
Nope. One of them.
One of them. Alright.
One of
Good
the gnome
night.
halfling people.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.